bad news yesterday. How did you relay the news of the injury to the team, and did you say anything specific to your posts?
Ashlyn told them. I didn't tell them. I mean, I gave it to her to tell them, and obviously they're saddened by it because she's an integral part of our team. But I mean, injuries happen, and a lot of times when our players get injured, whether it's for a shorter period of time or at the end of the season, we just keep it moving. Try not to harp on it too much because it's felt. But the more you move on, the more they move on, and our players have to move on. I mean, it's a part of it, and I feel like other people will step up and play a bigger role for us. That's the people that didn't play a whole lot, and the people who are in the game, have played on a regular basis.
You mentioned those three.
Ashlyn, how big of a hole does that punch into your game plan and what you're trying to accomplish every game out on the court?
I mean, only time will tell. Like, we don't lean too heavy on one or two players. It's a collective effort. Didn't ask any of our players to do more than what they already are doing. You know, when you ask them to do more than what they're doing, they play, out of their capabilities. So we just want everybody to hold serve, and hopefully the people that haven't played just to give us what they do best on any given day. So we're just gonna keep moving.
You mentioned those three players who haven't played a lot. What do you need to see from Sakima, Adele, Miriam to be comfortable putting them out there on the floor these minutes that are open now?
Adele's been doing some great stuff. I mean, in here, like behind closed doors, and then when you put her in the game, she has impact. Sakima, just get healthy. Like, Sakima is a big body. She's 6'6". I mean, you got to guard her inside. She's got to catch and make shots for us, and then defensively, she just got to be big. And then Miriam, I think Miriam is the wild card because she's got a great skill set offensively. She rebounds the basketball. She's unafraid. She's got toughness. She just has to put it all together and be confident in doing it. And once she gets confident, I think she'll be able to help us. And sometimes when you remove someone as big as Ashlyn from your equation, other people have an opportunity. And what they do with that opportunity, usually they do something pretty good with it, and we'll work with them and we'll be patient with them to acclimate.
Dawn, with this next stretch coming up, a lot of ranked teams and everything, do you think you have the opportunity to let Miriam get confident while playing extended minutes in games?
I mean, the extended minutes would be if she plays well. Like, I can't control. Like, if you don't play well, no, I'm not there. There's no chance that you're gonna play extended minutes. But it is, and I'm not gonna take her out. One mistake or two mistakes or three mistakes. Three mistakes, I might have to get her out. But I'm gonna let her play through some stuff. Like, we let our players play through some stuff, and then you got to look at the scoreboard. If we're holding serve on the scoreboard and we up, like, more lenient to leave them out there to give them some minutes. But if the scoreboard moves in an unfavorable way, then you got to get combinations out there that's gonna move it the opposite way.
When you lose such a great shot blocker like that, do you try and make up for it with the other bigs coming in, or maybe your perimeter defense?
You do a little bit of both. I mean, there are players on our roster that they're not shot blockers. They are deterrers. Like, Kima's a deterrent. She can deter. Miriam, she's big. Adele, she's probably she'll hack into a block, but you feel her presence. Like, you're not gonna just go in there and easily go get something. Ashlyn makes life easier for sure. Like, defensively, offensively, but we don't have her. Like, and we're not going to harp on it. We don't have her, so we're gonna have to figure out ways in which to close the gap that she created.
Michael Salz, you can say, nice to meet you. When it comes to filling the hole in the rotation without Ashlyn, do you feel like it's one of those things that kind of solves itself over these next couple of games, or how do you feel like that'll pan out?
It does. I mean, it's the next woman up. And if that next woman up isn't ready right now, we'll continue to get in here in practices to try to expedite that, and then in the games we we might need to try something different. Might need to play small ball. I'm not. I mean, the last time that we lost a big such as Ashlyn, we played small ball, and it worked out for us. And we might have to pull that rabbit out our hat.
Don't get me wrong, I know you have to get through Thursday before you can think about Sunday, but obviously Texas is new to the SEC, Vic isn't. Would you even kind of classify what y'all's history is as a rivalry at this point, or kind of what's he going to bring back to this Texas team in the SEC?
I mean, Vic is a coach of habit. Like, you know, he's very similar to what he was in Mississippi State. He's probably got a more talented roster, so he's got a lot more to work with. I think he'll be the same old. I mean, in a good way. Like it is, they're gonna press. You know, they're gonna make it hard for you to inbound in the ball. They're gonna pressure defense you, and then he's gonna find offensively who should shoot the ball. He's got bigs, he's got shooters, he's got a point guard that is extraordinary, and a consummate point guard that can score and facilitate and manage the game. So. I mean, he's got all the keys to winning the national championship. Thankfully, they're in our league because you can continue to measure yourself where you are as far as nationally and how close you are to winning the national championship. So it's a good barometer for us this week. Texas A&M will be a great barometer, as well as Texas.
Yeah, on A&M, what's kind of the scout there? What are you looking at A&M doing well tomorrow night?
I mean, they're going to play for 40 minutes for sure. Just real physical. Defensively, they'll get up in you. They will play some zone, and then offensively, they're not shy to shoot the basketball, all five. But Koulibaly is the one that we haven't solved playing against her. I think the last time was 32 points against us in the SEC tournament. They're better. I do think they're better. They're playing more cohesive, and they got some bigs that do what bigs do. They got guards that are a year older, some transfers that have played in our league, so formidable. And then they're coming off a big win against Ole Miss.
Tahina, a Wooden Award finalist. How have you seen Tahina just grow this season? I know you talked about wanting to see her improve her short game, the 2-pointers, and she seems to have done that. How have you seen her improve this year?
I mean, she's comfortable. Like, and there's nothing like comfort. Like, she knows what's, the shots that we're setting up for. She's met us halfway with her ability to defend. Like, I'm really impressed with her defense, and then her ability to adjust. Like she's not shooting it as efficiently as she did last year, and a lot of that is because she's countering that. I'm hoping the counters will loosen her up to have a little bit more open shots out there outside the three. But she's a pro. She's a pro. Like pro habits puts her in a position to where she can just comfortably play her style of play and adjust when needed.